Okay, so I guess we can start. So let me share my screen first. Is it visible? Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes.
So in today's agenda is to basically get hints on with our data. So we will be starting with our first movie recommendation system. The data set is already present here. It's the basic TMDB data from the Kaggle. So what we will do today, we will first do the pre-processing of the data and try to build a first model on the KNN based approach. So I guess first we will have our attendance and then we will process. Okay, so I will be calling out the branch. Aman,
Present.
Present.
Keshav,
Present. Present. Keshav present.
Rudransh is here, right?
Rudransh is present.
Shoham, Harrison, Ishan, Shivanshu,
Present.
Nandini,
Yeah, Nandini is present.
Deepak, Amir,
Yeah, present.
Khushi,
Yeah, I'm present.
Shreyanshi,
Present.
Abhishek, Anurag,
Present, Anurag, present.
Present. Sharing. Present.
Pranjal, Vishal, Shivam,
Present.
Manoj,
Present.
Sudhanshu,
Present.
Tamil Selvan, Kshitij, Himanshu, Abhishek, Himanshu is there. Abhishek, Adil,
Present.
Ayush, Abhishek Kumar,
Present.
Yuvraj, Murthy,
Present.
Aman Nigam,
Present.
Huzaif,
Present.
Aniket,
Yeah, Aniket here. Present.
Avola,
Present.
Harsh, Avnav, Shaurya, Mohnish, Priyanshi, Prashant. Okay, is there anyone left? Okay, we can proceed.
Yeah,
Ishan
Ayush
is
Srivastava.
present.
Ayush Srivastava. What's the roll number?
Present.
220272.
Is there anyone else?
Present.
Vishal, can you mark Vishal is present?
Vishal. What's your roll number?
2230.
Prashant is there. Vishal, your roll number?
220120.
present.
220.
221200. 221200.
Is there anyone else?
Serial number 19. Serial number 19 Pranjal Bhupte.
Okay. Anyone else?
Ishan,
Raj.
230484.
Anyone? Okay, I guess we are done.
Yuvraj.
What's your roll number?
231207.
231217.
207.
Okay. Someone else? Okay, so we are done, right?
Hello, sir. We also came late now.
What's your roll number?
Sir, 240037.
24.
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone remaining? Okay, so we are. Yes, I am directly jumping on to the today's topic. So we are basically going to deal with these two data sets. So the first one is the credit, and the second one is the movie. Who is making these notations? Who has made these notations? I seriously ask it to remove. Seriously ask to remove these notations, these yellow lines. Whoever has done it, please remove. Next time I will see, I'm definitely going to get him out of the. Okay, let me take the time. So these are the two data sets that you can download from the given link in the document itself. Like this is the link. You can download it, and then you can upload it on the Jupyter notebook with this upload icon. So we have these data sets on movies, which contains the information of 5,000 movies basically. And we are going to develop a content-based recommendation system now. So what we have is the information about the movies and then the credits. So basically the credits include the cast, crew, and title and movie ID. I hope cast and crew is clear to everyone. And then there is another data set that is TMDB 5,000 movies. So it includes budget, genre, and then homepage is the website of the movie, nothing to do with the project. And then the ID, it is a unique ID associated with every movie. And then the keywords. So keywords basically are about the plot and the story of the movie. Original language, mostly they are in English language. And then the original title. And then we have the overview. So they are basically the short summary of the movie. And then these are the popularity scores based on the TMDB website itself. Then the production company. Okay. And then the production country and the release date, revenue, runtime, tagline, status, spoken English language, and some more things. So it's basically a comprehensive data set. So we can use it to build the content-based filtering. As you might remember, the content-based filtering basically includes the attributes of the content itself. So we need various types of attributes like what is the cast, what is the crew, and how much is the budget, what is the genre in which the movie lies. So basically, we are going to deal with this data set only. First, we will import the library. We are basically going to import two libraries. These are the NumPy and the Pandas. I hope everyone has seen the basic tutorials that I have shared. So these are the basic operations. And then we are going to load the dataset. Okay, so this is the warning about the previous module that I have downloaded in my system. If you are using the current module, there is no warning. So let's see. This load our dataset. It's fine now. So this is the dataset that we have loaded. So it's in the data frame called movie, and the other dataset is in our data frame called credit. Okay. So now what we will do is we will basically try to club them and get the required information out of this data. Like there are keywords, they are in some weird format, but we will basically try to convert them in a list or a dictionary that is useful for the vectorization of the dataset. And then we will create some text and we will basically use the cosine similarity for now for building our basic recommendation system that is based on the KNN based approach. So let's do it further. So, so I will first try to club them. So there is a function called merge with which you can club two data sets together. So I'm clubbing two data sets, movies and credits together based on the title. Okay. So there is a title and it is unique for every movie. So we will basically club them on the basis of their title. So we will add these two columns in the last. The first one is cast and the crew. So they are previously present in the other data set called credit. Someone mic is on. Can you please switch off the mic? Okay. So we will restore them in the movies data frame. Okay. This is done. So okay, is there any doubt? Is there any doubt?
Yes, this is Aniket this side.
Okay.
I just have a small doubt on this merge function. So are we basically just joining these two data sets using the title column?
So what
Or
we are basically trying to do is we have two data sets in which the title and the movie ID is common. But we have the cast
okay,
and the crew in the first data set, that is the credit, and we have the other data set, that is the movie data set, in which we have other attributes like the revenue, release date, runtime, and all the other data sets. And they also contains the column title and the movie ID. Also, I'm not able to find it as there are the columns. So basically, it has the movie ID and the title. So what we are going to do is we are basically trying to create a data frame that has all the columns clubbed together. So if you find it right here, so let's okay. So if you see, there is there are two columns added, that is cast and the crew in the movie's data frame itself. So I hope it's clear your doubt, right?
yes, understood.
Okay. So let's basically try to move ahead. So now we have the following attributes. So there is a function called info function by which we are able to get all the columns, name of the column. So what people have is budget, genre, and all the 22 IDs itself. Basically 23 because the column starts from 0 there. So let's try to mark down the items that we are going to use in our project. So the movie ID is basically one important thing that we are going to use because it is a unique value that we need to assign to every movie, and that is already present in our data set. So we are going to use. Title is obviously, so we will use this also. Then we can also use the genre. And the keyword is also important. So we will use the keywords, and then we can also use the overview because it gives the quick summary of any movie, and with it we can predict the content of the movie. So we will use it also. And the cast and the crew, they are also like a significant factor for recommending any movie. Like many people just watch movies based on their favorite heroes or favorite directors. So we will use them also. In the crew column, we can see the crew. Let me try. So okay, not really visible. So you can see the cast, right? So in the cast, we basically have a dictionary and then a list of dictionaries. and a single dictionary basically contains the like this is the movie, some movie, I don't know what it is, right? So basically it has the character, the name of the character that is present in the movie itself. Then it has some credit ID based on the data itself. Then it has gender ID or something else. And then this is the name of the actor who played this character. So we are basically going to use these names. So these are the names of the actors and actresses who worked in the movie. So we will use these names. And similarly, we will have the crew also. We can have a look at that. Right? Okay. So like these are the crew. And here we have the department. So like there is a department of editing. And then there is a job of editor. And there is a name, Stephen E. Wilkes. So he is the direct editor of this movie. And similarly, we have the director, we have the producer, we have all the other of the crew itself. So we will be also going to use them. So first of all, as the time area, we will check is there anything null or we don't have the data about it. So, so basically there is a function called is null in the Python. We can use it. And then there is some function. So we have home page and then the tagline. So we are not going to use them basically. So we will just remove the data. So these are the attributes that we are going to use in our data. So let's first have only these attributes in our data set. So what I'm trying to do is to drop all other columns and just have the columns that we are going to use in our data. So the first one is the RCD, and then the second one is the title, and then we have genre, overview, and then there is cast, there okay, there is one more. I think I put the right. So the ID is the title correctly there. Is there any spelling mistake? Yeah. No. Yeah. So so now we only have these 6 to 7 columns there. So we will basically going to work on them. So first of all, we will try to check the null. So okay. So there are 3 entries that do not have the overview row. So the 3 is very insignificant amount of number compared to 5,000. So we will be going to basically drop them. So let's drop them. So so the 3 rows which do not have the overview are now dropped. We will also check the duplicate entry. Is there any duplicate? So there is no duplicate entry, so we don't have to worry about that. So is there any doubt? Okay, I hope we can move ahead. So
Can you please explain that drop NA function that you did?
okay, so what we will do is first we have the movies and then we try to find out how many rows are there which do not have the entry over. So basically we have three entries that do not contain the overview column. Then we use a simple function called drop NA in which we use the hyperparameter in place equals to true. So what it basically does is it basically removes the row from the dataset that has the overview column as blank. So now there are three less movies in our dataset, and now there are no rows in which the overview column is blank. I hope it's clear. Is it? Okay, there
Ah,
is
yes,
no.
clear.
Okay, so let's now see our dataset. So if you see, we have this type of dataset in which we have movie ID and title. These are two, like, these are the unique IDs that are associated with the movie itself. So they are not going to deal with the recommendation system in itself. Now we are going to use the genre, keyword overview, cast and play. There are five attributes that we are basically going to use. You can also play with this other attributes like budget can be a significant thing. If a movie is a high budget movie, then it can include a very high level of cinematography. So you can also play with these type of attributes. I'm not going to include them for now. So now let's look at the genre column. If you see the movie genre, so I have basically this is the function ilog that basically gives a row of a data frame, and then I have choose the zeroth row, yeah, which means the first row as the counting starts with zero, and then we are basically printing out the values of the genre. So we have a genre in this form, like it is a dictionary, and then it is a list of dictionaries. So we basically have this form of data. So we now have to extract out the words that are useful. Like this is the action word, this is the adventure word, this is the fantasy word. These are basically useful for our recommendation system. We don't have to worry about the IDs and all the other things. So we are basically going to extract. So what we will try to have, we will first take a helper function. I hope everyone is well versed with the functions. Like the tutorial contains a lot on functions itself. So we basically try to extract these words. So first we have an empty list, and then we will try to append these words in this list form. Then we will return the list. Okay, the function is ready. Now we are going to apply. Okay, there is some warning. Let me read it. Okay, it's saying something about this. Okay, I misinterpreted this data. It is basically a list of strings, but the data is converted into a string itself. Like you can see some quotes here. So they basically say that it is a string now. So we have to convert it into something, a list of dictionary. So okay, we can use the literal. So AST is basically a library that we will use to convert a string into a list. So what we will have is we will have this. I hope it will now work fine. Yeah, it works fine. So before this function in this application, we have this type of format. Like the action word is clubbed with some other words and the ID. Now we have this in this form. Like all the words are extracted in itself. So we are going to replace our original genre column with this. Okay, so this is now converted. We will do the same thing with this keyword and overview cast in true also. So do anyone have doubt in this function? Like we are going to use this function repeatedly now. Is it clear?
Which data type it was, which we converted into a list?
So basically it's a string. So what happened is they stored the data in the form of list of dictionaries, but some typo or maybe the data itself converted it into the string. So basically now this whole thing is a string in itself. So basically every bracket or the curly bracket is now a character. So we basically converted it into a list of dictionaries. So this single thing is a dictionary, and then this thing is now converted into a list. Is it clear?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is there any other doubt? So first, let's see the keyword in what format. Okay, so it's in the same format. So we can have it. I'm just renaming the all the other stuff same. Yeah. Okay, I have not run this. Not okay. So before that, we have the culture clash in the future, similar to the genre. Now we have all appended in a single list for us. So we will also store them in the data set. Yes, actually we are running out of time. So I'm going to send a second meet link. If you're interested, you can join. So basically we will do the pre-processing for now. Like we only have 2 minutes, so I'm going to end this meet and then going to send another link. Is it fine? Anyways, we don't have any other option, so I have to do it. So I'm going to send another link